Hello everyone. Ashanti Titus here, and we're going to analyze another company that's going to IPO this Wednesday, which will be July the 28th, 2021. Today is July the 26th, 2021. So this Wednesday, Duolingo will actually IPO on the NASDAQ Stock Exchange. Looks like the entry point is going to be about between $85 to $95 is what they're speculating the cost to get in on this share on this company to be. The ticker symbol is going to be D as in dog, U as in umbrella, O as in octopus, and L as in lamb. And this is for the company Duolingo. So Duolingo is an app that essentially allows people to learn how to speak in various languages. I know for a fact that they have English. They also have French as well as Spanish and Portuguese on the app. I also heard that they have Japanese on the app. It looks like they are doing some work on the Japanese lessons to make it a little bit more fluid. Overall, I would say I have used this app personally. I am a beginner. Like I'm at the end of beginner, starting at intermediate level when it comes to Spanish. So I actually enjoy using this app, and it's pretty phenomenal. Like you're able to, you'll see a sentence in Spanish and you have to translate it in English and vice versa. You can hear, the AI speak in Spanish, and then you'll have to translate it. There's a lot of various ways that they utilize the app in order for you to learn different aspects of a language. So it's really cool. This particular app was made by a Guatemalan immigrant. His name is Luis Van On, and he said that it's his mission to bring down the barriers for education as it pertains to languages. And he is hugely passionate about people learning the English language because it opens so many doors for him coming from a poor country, as he said, like Guatemala does. Those are his words. And so one of the things that he did talk about was that he had individuals who are actually Syrian refugees to use the app, all the way to Bill Gates. So he was very proud of the fact that his app was utilized from people from all different classes, from the lowest end all the way to the highest end. So let's get into some of the numbers. So Duolingo has done pretty well in relation to revenue. In 2019, $70.7 million, and they jumped to $161.6 million in revenue, which is absolutely phenomenal. I believe that's like 121%, if I'm not mistaken. Let me pull up my numbers here, give you some percentages. So looks like, so they jumped 128.7%, which is really phenomenal. Their cash actually increased 100% as well. So that's really good. One of the things that kind of concerned me, though, is since the inception of this company, they have not made a net profit. So in the year of 2020, they had a net loss of $15.77 million. And in 2019, it was 13.55% net loss, which is kind of concerning to me. However, one of the silver linings is that they actually had a huge increase in the amount of people who paid in advance for subscription services for over the course of 12 months, which shows up on their balance sheet as deferred revenue, which is a liability account. So with the way that the regulations and the laws are set up in accounting, you cannot recognize the revenue if you have not performed the services for it yet. So it has to sit in a liability bucket, which is the deferred revenue, and they can actually recognize it as revenue once the time has passed. So each and every month, that passed, they're able to recognize that particular revenue for the month. Okay. So that is very interesting because their deferred revenue jumped, like, I think it was like 59 to 56 million. So it was in the 50s, a little bit. It was over $50 million to where individuals have paid money in advance for the Duolingo app service. Okay. Which is absolutely great. So that's one of the things that makes me feel a little bit more comfortable about investing in this company for the long term, because so many people, as you know, there's so many app companies that have come out and they don't necessarily have a viable business model or plan or anything like that. So there's two ways that they make money. One is through their subscription services, which we just talked about, and also with their free users. So they monetize their free users by advertisement. So 17% of their revenue comes from advertisement. So many of you know, when you download an app, there's ads on there. anytime that you click on those ads, you know, or there's a certain amount of impressions, depending on the ad model that the app, you know, creators decide to go with, that's how they get paid on that. So 17% of their revenue was actually from advertising revenue, which I thought was pretty interesting. And also 51% of their revenue comes from the Apple Store, 19% comes from the Google Store. So one of the things they talked about as the risk factors is that they have to make sure that they are always within the terms and conditions of Apple and Google. So they're at the whim of Apple and Google, specifically Apple, because 51% of their revenue comes from Apple. So if for whatever reason Apple decides to boot them from the platform, there goes 51% of their revenue, which is kind of scary. However, you know, if everything goes as planned, they should be okay. So they have over 500 million downloads of this app and about 40 million active users. That's what I was seeing from the documentation. However, the CEO said they had 52 active users on a video that he created, or that was actually uploaded onto YouTube September 2020. All right. So this company, I believe, let me see if there's anything else, is a very great company to invest in because I love their message. I love what they're about. I love the fact that I'm actually learning a new language without any, you know, cost to me, or I'm actually refining what I already know. And I'm looking forward to, once I'm mastering Spanish, to look into French. And we started a little bit of French. I'm originally from Louisiana, as a elementary school student, but I forgot a lot of it. I do know how to count in French up to a certain point. So I would love to learn that language and maybe go to Cannes one year. So that'll be pretty awesome. But let me know what you think about the Duolingo app. Again, the ticker symbol is going to be D as in dog, U as in umbrella, O as in octopus, L as in lamb, and it's going to be on the NASDAQ stock exchange. And this is a great opportunity to get in. $85 to $95, I believe, 85 being the ground floor from what I'm hearing, to get into investing with Duolingo. Definitely check out the company, see what they're about. They do have something I believe is called a DuoCon, where they have on an annual basis. They weren't able to have it in New York due to the fact of COVID in 2020. Prior to that, I believe they had it in London. So a lot of people are definitely, you know, rallying behind this company. Trevor Noah is actually going to be speaking at one of their, I think the next DuoCon is coming up, since this is 2021. So be on the lookout for Duolingo. That is happening this Wednesday. And I hope that you all have an amazing week. And I'll probably be uploading some more videos in relation to the new IPOs that's coming up. Robinhood is actually going to be IPOing on the same day as Duolingo. I'm having some mixed feelings about Robinhood. And I might share a little bit of those feelings there. So if you want to, if you want to see about capitalizing on that, well, we can definitely dive into that. So until next time, stay profitable and stay great. Bye.